The fourth love language that I'm going to cover is, what is it? It is quality time. Of course, quality time is one of my favorites. Quality time has a couple different categories. Now, I want to make this clear because I realize that mine's a little bit different sometimes. Because quality time overall, yes, that's a big deal. Also, there's quality. There's time. There's like quality talking. There's quality listening, and there's quality activities. Does that make sense? So on one hand, there's quality talking. There's quality talking where someone's asking me questions, deep, personal, emotional questions, like wanting to know who I am on the outside and on the inside, and what makes my gears work, and why do I do what I do, when they're showing me their deep interest in me. And I get to talk. Now some people, like people in my family, until they get with me one on one, they probably don't think of me as a talker, because once the group size for me gets above 6 or 7, in a social situation, I'm not much of a talker. I'm not much of a contributor. If you get that group size down to 4, 3, or 2, then I become much more talker, especially when it becomes a 2 and it's one-on-one. Then I start talking a lot more. I have much more comfortability and security and intimacy on a one-on-one conversation. So I'd like to start talking more. So that's one type of quality time, is when I get to talk, when you get to talk. The next type of quality time is listening. Sometimes I really want to know about a person, and quality time is listening to their stories, is listening to them about their life. My dad has some fantastic stories that I'm just starting to get to hear because I'm an adult and I'm married. And I guess he figures I'm in the safe zone now and it's not going to make me go do bad things. But still, as I've become an adult and I've come home from college and I've asked about grandpa and I've asked about grandma and I've asked about mom and I've asked about dad, I've gotten some really cool stories that I wouldn't get. And for me, that deepened my sense of intimacy and my emotional tank by getting to listen to someone else's story that I really wanted to know. Now, this is something that I asked about. This is something that I wanted to know. This is some place where I got intimate details. Does that make sense? So then the next and the other part of quality time is quality activities. Quality activities are things that you do together. My husband and I, we play Guitar Hero together, and that is definitely a quality time activity. There's times where we're in teamwork mode, and it fits together. Now, it isn't the same kind of intimacy as we get when we're in a conversation. And quality time may not always be talking or listening. It can be a conversational thing, but I also want to, there's all sorts of different parts of this. So team activities can also be a really deep, fascinating part of quality time. I know I always appreciate taking hikes with people. I sometimes really appreciate going to bookstores with people, and I pick out a couple books and they pick out a couple books, and then we read a little bit, and then we share back and forth with what we got out of each book and how that might be meaningful to us. I also know quality time for me is plans. Like, developing a plan with someone is totally exciting to me and totally fulfilling to me. So if you're with a quality time person but don't know it, often they're going to say, hey, we don't spend enough time together. And you might be like, oh my God, well, we went and saw a movie. We went and we did this and we did that and we did that. If you're having those symptoms where you're spending time together, but this person is still saying, well, I really don't feel like we get to spend time together, they're probably really looking for a one-on-one, face-to-face, eye-to-eye conversation. For one of these people, eye contact might be really important to them. So that's one of the symptoms of that you're with a quality time person. They're saying, hey, we don't get enough time together. Can we spend more time together? Can we go do this activity together? What I really want is for us to go just spend some time and just talk on the beach with each other. That's a quality time person for you. Just keep an eye out for it.